Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I thought I would do a little celebrity inspired makeup look because I know you guys love them, and I thought I would do the amazing Zendaya inspired makeup look because I loved her makeup look in this and I just had to recreate it for you guys. So first of all I'm going to go in of course with my Bare Minerals Prime Time, I love it, and then I'm going to go in with my what is it, Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum in the shade 54 I think I'm in. So I'm just going to buff that into my face. I'm using a different foundation for once, guys. Honestly, this is an achievement for me. It is a bit lighter than my actual skin tone, as you can compare it to my neck. But it's fine because you can go with bronzer afterwards and it's all good. Then I'm going to use my Maybelline Anti-Age Eye Eraser Concealer in the shade Light. I'm quarter Indian, so I have really natural purple undertones, so it's quite important for me personally to cover them up. So it looks like I use quite a lot of concealer, but this is just what I do every day. So I'm sorry if this is quite a lot to you, you don't have to use this much, but this is what I do just because it brightens my eyes up a bit and just makes me look more awake. So I like to do this because I have bad bags. So I'm just using a damp beauty blender to buff that into my face, and then I'm going to pop the Laura Mercier translucent powder onto the concealer afterwards. So I only use this powder, you may notice, when I bake. So if you're not sure what baking is where you pop a heavy amount of translucent powder onto your face just to set your concealer in place. I only do this if I'm using heavy eyeshadows. So if I have any fallout, it falls onto the bake instead of my foundation, so it won't seep into my skin. So this is literally what I do. And then I'm going to use the same powder just to put all of that onto my face. It went into my hair, I don't know if you can see. And then I'm going to chisel my cheekbones underneath. So I'm not going to contour my face yet, I'm going to do that at the end, but this is just a step that I like to do beforehand if I do bake. And then with the Taylor Blue Hot Mess kit, this is the contour kit, I'm going to mix shades 1 and 2 together and pop that on my eyelid as a base. And then I'm going to go in with the number shade 5 from the same kit. I'm not actually using any specific eyeshadows in this look, which is quite funny. I'm literally just using contour kits and eyebrow kits, so it doesn't really matter what you use. And then I'm just going to use an angle blending brush to blend that in, and you just have to go over it until you've got the right consistency. So I'm going to focus onto my crease and then blend the colour upwards and downwards. To be fair, with this colour it does not matter where you put it, just as long as you can see it near the top. And then I'm going to pop the brown shade on. I've just got like a flat brush for this, and I'm going to focus on my lid and then also drag that colour 3/4 of the way up from where you've done the last eyeshadow. So you still want to see the transition colour because you want it to fade really nicely, but it is going to go up quite high. So it is weird, for me personally, I don't really like doing intense smoky eyes, but it's always so much fun to do. So if you haven't tried it already, then I really recommend trying it out because it is so much fun. Like playing with black eyeshadow, it was just so good. So yes, I'm just going to buff that in with an angle blending brush, and then I'm going to use the black. So the black is very dangerous. I like slowed it down at this point because it has a lot of fallout. So make sure you bake your face beforehand, or even if you do your eyeshadow before and then do your base afterwards. That's probably more of a sensible way to do it, but personally I find it hard to do the base after I do my eyes. I don't know why, it just doesn't turn out as nice. And then all I'm going to do is get the same 3 shades and just go back and forth with the same colours, making sure I have an angle blending brush just to blend them really nicely together because you don't want any sharp lines. And then with the black I'm just going to pop that on my lower lash line, and then I'm just going to buff that in as well, drag it down a little bit. So it just depends on your consistency really, like how you like it, but I was just copying the picture that she had, so it looked like this is what she done, so I sort of made it up on the spot. And then I'm going to grab this beautiful highlight shade from the Taylor Blue Contour Kit, and it's number 3, and I'm just going to highlight my tear duct and my brow bone. So this just brightens your eyes a little bit, considering this is quite a dark look, so you need a bit of brightening. and then I'm going to sweep off the bake. As you can see, I have no fall onto my actual face, so it's really, really good to bake if you're using dark eyeshadows. And then I'm going to pop the Sigma Wicked liner onto my eyes. I'm just going to line them and then go in with my lower lash line. I don't like to do this because I have brown eyes and I feel like it makes me look quite gothic. I don't know. Personally, I don't like it. I wouldn't do this on an everyday basis, but it was really, really fun to do. So it's something different, I suppose. So I'm going to go in all the way to my eye. And then I'm going to use the Maybelline Falsies Push Up Mascara, popping that on my top and lower lashes. So let's make them long. Pop a generous amount on. Do not be scared at this point. And then I'm going to use my favourite Red Cherry Wispy eyelashes. And I'm going to pop those on just to make this look even more dramatic. So that is literally what I'm doing. And then after that, I'm going to wipe away the bake that I had on before, and then I'm going to bronze and contour my face using the Taylor Blue Contour Kit, which I love to bits. It's so good, definitely my go-to. And then I'm just going to pop a generous amount of bronzer on. Like, don't be scared at this point. I used a lot, so just use as much as you need. So yeah, this was really, really fun to do. I kind of put a bit too much on, but it's alright. And then I'm going to use my favourite Sigma blush, which is the perfect blush shade ever. Oh, I love it. And then I'm going to go with the Carroty highlight in the top right shade. And I'm just going to highlight everywhere where I usually highlight. So, yeah. And then, of course, again, I'm going to use my Rimmel Cappuccino lip liner. And then I'm going to go in with the Illuminate lip... What is it called? A lip gloss. I don't even use lip gloss, and I'm like, what is the word? I think it's in no, it's not enhancing. That's the name of the brand. Okay, I can't remember which shade this is in. It didn't say on the box, so I will leave it in the description below. But as you can see, I'm popping both of them on. I use this lipstick from L'Oreal, but I decided to put the lip gloss, sorry, over the top, just because she had more of a glossy effect, and it just looked more. Her lips looked more paler. So I thought this lip gloss would be perfect. So anyway, enough of me rambling on. I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I'm sorry if I haven't been very informative or anything. I'm just so tired. But anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one.